So we are going to talk about Sui, the famous Sui, SUI. And the overall situation of Sui hasn't changed. I offered a support at $2 at that time when I was making video. It failed to hold on to the support, and of course it started bleeding. And what happened is that Sui, it fell down towards 1.86. And right now things have not changed. It is again not able to hold above $2. It is not able to break $2, and it is still bleeding. $2 is your resistance now for Sui. As long as it is not able to break this, we cannot talk about the upward journey. And I can offer you a support. So 1.86, I wouldn't consider that to be a support. I would consider the support to be at 1.62. But 1.86 is your indication that this thing is going to bleed more, because if it is not able to hold at the yesterday's drop, this was yesterday's drop. No, it was not even yesterday's drop. It was some other day's drop. So Sui is bleeding on its own, irrespective of a bullish market. And it's not that there is anything bearish about it. It's just that Sui has overperformed, and now it is paying for it. If you look at it, this is on a daily. You can see there was no massive retracement when it started its rally. Now it needs to do retracement, and it needs to correct itself. And I think I have mentioned already that once you enter an area of discovery in the upper area, there is no clarity on it. Where can the coin stop once it starts running? Once it breaks its all-time high and there is no more information, then you have entered a vague area. With Injective last year, what we saw was that it was last year, when it broke its all-time high, it started into a rally, and it just continued to go up, and I think it almost doubled its previous all-time high, and there was no way of telling that where will it stop. But in case of Sui, it is easier because it is not running like Injective. It is having a more calm run. It also depends on the market cap. Sui has a big ass market cap. It's not a smaller market cap project like Injective, so of course it will have its troubles with the running. And if I just check it, just a second, how much is the market cap of Sui? Is 5.4 billion. So even if you are talking about doubling it from 1.96, let's call it $2 to $4, it needs to become 10 billion. 10 billion is a lot of money, and coming and putting all that in Sui, that is too much to ask. But if we compare it to Injective, just a second, let me check Injective. How much is Injective? I don't think Injective was that big. Injective is still at $20. It is sitting at 2 billion. So the market cap that Sui has, if Injective has that market cap, Injective will be back to its all-time high. So that is the reason that Sui is facing some trouble, because it is asking for something that is not possible. It is too much, and that is why Sui is having its troubles. It's not that there is any problem. It's just that Sui cannot run the way Injective had a run last year when it entered the discovery and it started shooting up. So as long as it doesn't break $2, I would expect it to go towards its first line of support at 1.86. If it fails that, then the next line of support is at 1.62. And that is pretty much the overall bullish case scenario. If that doesn't happen and it breaks, it will get really, really bad. And then we will be seeing Sui towards $1 and lower. That's why I would be hopeful that it will hold on to 1.62 and it wouldn't bleed further. And there is nothing bearish about it. I'm just talking about the larger perspective. Sui might as well right now can go and break $2 and start living above it. It's really close to its resistance. So this is the area where you observe what will happen next. And if you are so sure about it, this is an area where you open your short and you start printing with it as it goes down.